Welcome to you, Froch. We're sitting in the gym where you're supposed to train in just a half an hour. You just became a dad for the second time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was it?
It was good. It was the first time when we had Rocco. It was quite an ordeal actually. It was.
Why?
It was a long labour. I think Rachel's waters broke at 2, 3 in the morning. We went to the hospital about 10 in the morning, and then I was there till 7 or 8 the next day. So it was a 28-hour labour. And because it was new, it was the first time I've ever been in a labour suite and the first baby we've ever had. It was all very sort of traumatic and a bit of a nasty experience. And there was problems with Rocco. He was facing the wrong way. He was back to back. So it was a long old process, and it's quite barbaric and quite a primitive thing. Childbirth. It's like very. Obviously, you've got kids yourself. Yeah. You know what it's like. It's not a nice experience. But this time, I think because it's Rachel's second baby. Things went a lot smoother and a lot quicker. I think mainly for me because I wasn't there for the first 5 hours, so I was training. I'd actually completed quite a heavy sparring session when I got the call. My phone's on silent when I'm training, so I didn't get told until after the sparring that Rachel's actually gone to hospital now. I knew she was going into labour because she was contracting when I left. I says, "Oh, that'll take hours, contractions. Don't worry about it. I'm going training. See you later." So. Cut a long story short, I got to the hospital at 5:30 in the evening, and Natalia was born at 7 o'clock. So get in, it was perfect. Hour and a half in the hospital, I was in and out. Couldn't have been better.
It was an easy birth.
And when I got there, Rachel was quite relaxed because she'd had the painkiller and the injection in her back because she doesn't handle pain that well. She was suffering a bit. So when I got there, she was very relaxed. The nurse then said, "Right, we can move on now with things. Now you're here." So I think burst the waters or something. She did something. I won't go into the gory details, but she burst the waters, and an hour later the baby came in, perfect, healthy. Rachel was fitting well. She's back on her feet. She's beautiful. I've got a picture. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah, of course, of course. Let's have a look what we got here.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, so nice. Yes, we have to show it to the camera. Can you do that?
There you go. You see that?
Beautiful little princess.
She got lots of dark hair. So.
You talk very proudly of that little girl.
Yeah,
now you have to box on the 25th of May against Mikkel Kessler. Does it have any influence on you that you've became a dad for the second time?
You know what? It took a big weight off my shoulders. I sort of knew what to expect because I've got Rocco. Like, if she was my first child, I'd probably be a little bit panicking, a bit worried, like with Rocco, because it's all new. But no, it's very much it's the second time I've had a kid, so it's not a new experience. So I'm used to it. So I now can relax knowing that Rachel's healthy at home, the baby's feeding well, the baby's healthy, and all I've got to do now is concentrate on getting my mind right because physically I'm in great shape anyway. I'm already on the weights, I've done all my sparring, all my running, all my training. I mean, I've got a couple of weeks now of sharpening up, maybe doing some sprinting work and some slightly different, shorter, more explosive exercises, but I'm ready now physically and mentally now. Natalia's been born and Rachel's settled at home.
Ready.
I'm ready to go, I'm ready.
Are you going to be isolated from Rachel and the 2 kids during the next 2 weeks, or will you sleep beside of her, or will you be in the other end of the house?
Well, there you go. I'm very fortunate. I've got a very big house, and I'm on the east side of the building. Sounds like a big hotel, but I'm in the east wing. So I've been sleeping in a separate part of the house for the last 10 weeks. I've not slept in Rachel's bed for over 10 weeks. So it's good because I go to bed a little bit later, about 1 in the morning, and I wake up about 9 o'clock. And I can't hear them. The daylight doesn't come in because I've got blinds open, I've got an eye patch. So I get a good 7, 8 hours sleep every night from about 1 till about 8, 8:30. Then I get up and do my training. And it'll be the same now. I mean, the baby's in the Moses basket in the bedroom with Rachel, and Rocco's in his bedroom. And Rachel's a very good mum. She's very hands-on. She's got nothing else to do. She doesn't. She's a model, but she's full on. She's a full-time mother. So. She's at home with the kids and she does a fantastic job. Plus my mum, Carol, she's there quite a lot now. She loves the baby, and obviously it's her granddaughter. So she's hands-on as well. And Rocco's at nursery, so they're fine. They're cracking on with it.
Everything is settled and fine.
Yeah, I'm able to get up, do my morning run, come into the gym in the afternoon, get home at night, do what I do, and then get my head down, no problem.
Because Carl, some days you are practicing and training in Nottingham, but you're here in Sheffield today. Yeah. Why is that? Why are you coming up here? It's an hour drive.
Yeah, it's only an hour away, and I've always got an interview to do or a phone call to make, and by the time I've drove here, 55 minutes an hour maximum, the phone call's done. It's my time to do my office work when I'm on the road. So I've got my hands free in my car. I'm having a conversation with somebody from a sponsor or TV company, or I'm doing an interview with a radio station. So I use that time travelling. But I stay up in Sheffield 2 or 3 nights a week. I only train in Nottingham on a Monday and sometimes on a Friday. I train here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I mix it up. But the facilities here in Sheffield, they're perfect. I mean, it's lottery funded money. It's, you know, it's the Olympic squad, Team GB. So they've got all the boxing rings, they've got the physios, they've got a diet nutritionist, psychologist, a doctor. Like I said, the physios are brilliant. If I've got an injury, or if I pull a muscle, or if I need icing, or I need a massage.
So basically a lot is easier when you're training here.
It's like an unbelievable training camp, strength and conditioner as well, and it's all laid on, and it's away from home, and it's nice to sort of go away from home and train and just focus solely on boxing. It's worked for me for the last, I've probably been here for about 3.5 years. I think the first fight I trained for this was the Arthur Abraham fight, the first fight after my first fight with Mikkel Kessler. We moved up to Sheffield because Rob's got a job here training the Olympians. So it's a proven recipe for me. Since losing to Kessler, you know, I boxed Abraham, Johnson, Ward, Lucien Butte, and then Yusuf Mack. And I've been very successful, other than the Ward fight.
I have to talk to you about something. I know it's not, losing is not in your mind. You have 2 kids.
Yes.
You have a lovely wife, as you say. It's not your wife, your girlfriend. You're 35. If you were to lose on May 25th, no reason not to retire on.
Well, I've said before the Lucien Butte fight, because I just come off the back of a loss to Andre Ward. I said, you know what, the training camp's gone so well, I feel so fit and strong, and I'm on the weight and the sparring's going so well, I feel invincible. So if I was to lose to somebody like Lucien Butte, who I don't really rate that highly, I mean, he's a good fighter, he was unbeaten, but I can be recorded as saying, if I lost to him, feeling how I feel, I'd probably consider retiring, because there's nothing more I can give to the sport, and there's nothing more physically I can give. And on the back of 2 losses, then you say to yourself, you know what, I think it's time. But I feel totally different for this fight. After beating Lucien Butte and then defending against Yusuf Mack, now I've got the rematch with Kessler. I feel like I'm reborn. I'm reliving my career as a fighter, and I want to avenge defeats. So I've got to beat Mikkel Kessler. I've got to beat him, and not just beat him, I've got to beat him convincingly, I beat him in style. I don't want on this hometown decision. I mean, he beat me in Denmark, but if the same fight took place in Nottingham, same punches landed, same rounds, I would have probably got the decision. But I'm not saying I got robbed, because I didn't. Mikkel Kessler beat me fair and square. He was the better man on the night. And in the ring on the night, I thought I'd lost. So I lost the fight, just to clear anybody thinking,
no bad excuses.
Or making excuses. I'm not. Mikkel
Yeah.
Kessler beat me fair and square. But if that fight would have took place in England, so I don't want it to be the fight's now in England and it's another close fight, but I'll get it because I'm fighting at home. And I want to make sure it's a convincing win. And if I do what I did against Lucien Butte, put my shots together, you know, throw 5s and 6s and 7 punch combinations instead of 1s and 2s, and do what I need to do without talking too much tactics. Do what I need to do. I'll get Mikkel Kessler out of there. I think I can stop him late on. I really do. If not, I think I can beat him convincingly. So everybody says, yeah, that was a clear win. Well done, Froch. Great win. So that's all I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about, oh, if I lose, I might retire. Potentially, yes, depending on how the fight goes. If I got beat and I got beat badly and it didn't go my way, of course I would consider retirement, because I'd be stupid not to. But in my mind now, the fight's there for me to win. To win or lose, it's my choice. And I'm deciding I want to get this fight won. And I want to avenge the Ward loss. Andre Ward winds me up. He's beat Kessler, he's beat me, and I want to beat him. He's awkward, he's horrible, he's tricky, he's a tough man to beat. But that's what I'm focusing on. So first things first, Kessler.